Hello and welcome to Learning from Lauren. I am Lauren, I am your host, and I am here today to talk to you about some maybe jargon or some different types of words that we might use in the travel industry. And I say this because I get these questions a lot from the agents that I work with and people who are new to becoming travel agents, that there's a lot of acronyms, a lot of vocabulary that sometimes you don't know. Now, I'm not going to go through a huge, extensive list today. I'm going to give you some basic information, and then you can ask if there's something that you don't understand below. So, the two things that when you're becoming a travel agent that you need to remember are there are organizations that you should be a part of or want to be a part of or want to earn a card based on those things. So, ASTA is the American Society of Travel Agents, and they are kind of our global advocates for travel agents. So they are the people that will go to Congress to get certain things done. They were instrumental in helping get the dropping the COVID testing for coming back into the United States, even if you had your vaccine. So they work with the airline industries. They do a lot of different things. They do have a training program also if you would like to become a travel agent and you think you need some special training for that, or if you're in one of the states that you need to have a certification, then you can use that as your training program. So ASTA is a great organization that you can be a part of. And as a travel agent, that's your like professional organization to be a part of. CLIA is the Cruise Line International Association. Sorry, I couldn't remember which words I had said. And that is the global cruise community. And what a lot of people want to know about CLIA is a lot of times for travel agents, when you're starting out, the big thing is you want to get your CLIA card or you want to earn your CLIA card. And what that means is that CLIA is a global organization that does things with cruise lines, but it kind of involves all kinds of travel agents. I mean, they do have trainings, they do have special certifications that you can get through CLIA, but they also give out these CLIA cards. So typically, your travel agency or host will say, once you earn X amount of dollars, then you can earn your CLIA card. Sometimes it's $5,000 in sales, sometimes it's a certain number in commission, kind of depends on your agency and what they decide to do. But industry standard is 5,000 in sales. And this card will help you because you might be getting special travel agent rates at that point, and it just might open some doors for some different discounts or different opportunities for you, which I'll talk a little bit more about. So that's kind of important. CLIA does have a yearly certification that you have to take in order to be part of CLIA. It's normally at the beginning of the year, and it's in information about cruise lines and updates on cruise lines. So you will, in order to keep your CLIA card, you do have to do a certification every year. It's an online course that's free that you could do, but it does cost money to get your CLIA card and to keep that updated in case you're wondering. And that is an expense you would have, not typically your travel agency. Now, the next one is CRM, which is a customer relationship manager. Now, a lot of times this is already chosen for you. Your CRM is going to be where you are putting the information about the customers that you are talking to and selling to. So when you're talking to customers, you need basic information like name, birthday, address, email, things like that. But you might be storing other things like what are the names of the kids? When are their anniversaries? When when was their last trip? There's lots of things that you might be storing in this customer relationship manager, and you want it all in one place. You also might have the ability to send out emails through this location also. And this is just a secure way to hold on to client information. And you're going to want to work with your agency or host about how you're going to store your credit card information, because it will vary agency to agency, but there are some very specific rules that you need to follow, which I cannot go over because I am not a legal counsel for you. But your agency owner or host should be very clear on how you are storing your credit card information and all the parts, so that you are not breaching any kind of security. But that customer relationship manager is going to be the big thing. And it's typically where you're storing your trips and how your agency or host knows what trips you've booked and how much you are going to get paid in commissions from those trips. Your business BDM. Okay, so this is one that I think people struggle with a lot, but BDM is a business development manager. And these people are typically people that you're going to be meeting from vendors that you're selling. So if you're selling Royal Caribbean, there is a BDM that is in your area or as assigned to your agency or host, that if there's a problem or if you have specific questions or just need some additional help, you could contact them and they would give you some additional information. On top of that, they might give your specific agency or host training so that you can better get to know the products. And they might offer you specific deals that if you sell X number of this, then they will give you this. So those are important people. You want to make sure that you are reaching out to them so that they know who you are if it's something that you're encouraged, or if you really want to get great at your sales with that location or that specific vendor, then that's someone that you want to reach out to. Another one is FIT, and this is free and individual touring. And what this means is that as a travel agent, you have to decide, are you booking people on tour groups? Meaning, are you booking someone where they are just getting on a pre-made trip where all they have to do is basically sign up and they're going to take them to these 7 spots and they're going to be on a bus with 40 other people and you're going to be staying at this hotel, this hotel, this hotel, and something's already built for you. And FIT is something that you are individually making for your group or your family or whatever it happens to be. And this means that you are building the whole trip up from ground up, meaning transportation, airlines, day to day, moving from hotel to hotel, transportation in between, areas where they might be eating each day or giving them, 4 or 5 options, and booking the tours during the day. So these are very intensive trips that will take a lot of your time. You should be charging a fee. If you haven't heard me, I will be talking even more about fees in this July event. As a reminder, I am going live every day in July to give you more content. And if you like these types of videos, if you could subscribe, and hit that bell notification, then you can get information on when we are going live and when new videos come out. All right, but those FITs are super important because a lot of times people don't want to be on a bus with 40 other people and they want their own kind of trip. So there's a lot of legwork in this type of vacation planning, and you really need to know the area in order to plan these FITs. If you have never been to a location and someone wants an FIT, it can be very complicated because you really need to have seen what transportation is like. You need to understand the restaurants that are in the area, how busy, how crowded things get, at what times, the heat, the cold. There's many factors there. So you want to make sure that you're giving your customers the best and not just Googling everything to figure it out. But definitely it takes a lot of work to make these trips. So make sure that you're looking into that. And the last thing that I'm going to talk about today is the FAM. And I sort of talked about this in an earlier video this month, but a FAM is a familiarization trip. And these trips can be sometimes discounted or paid for either by your agency host or even the specific vendor. And it's to get to know the property or the specific location that you're trying to sell. These areas are these fam trips are intensive. They are typically not to you're not going with your family, you're not going with friends, you are going independently to really get that information and really learn about the product so you can go back and sell it. You're going to be expected to take pictures, you're going to be expected to, sell these things. And sometimes along with fam trips, they expect that you sell X amount of trips to that location after you take it. So you want to make sure that you do these trips and they make sense for you. um, I'm a Disney focused agent, so I go to Disney and Universal a few different times a year in different ways. So I will go with my family, I will go by myself, I will go with agents, and I will sometimes then meet up with friends and also when I go. So it kind of depends on what kind of trip you're doing or where it is that you're specializing in. You Again, I also do cruising. I do not go on every cruise line every year. I kind of have to pick and choose my cruise lines that I go on. And my agency owner also goes on cruises. So we can kind of talk with each other about the different cruise lines also. But there's no way we can get on every ship. Even if we just did every cruise, it would be impossible to fit them all in a year, especially because I'm only part-time as a travel agent currently. So I can't really talk about what it would be like easily to do it maybe full-time if I was a full-time travel agent. But those are just some industry terms. They're kind of important. And I see a lot of agency owners just use the acronyms right off the bat and not give any explanation about what they are or how they work in your business. So I hope that this helps you. But if there's other words or other acronyms that you have questions on, please let me know in the comments so I can help you. You should be able to get answers to your questions so that you understand better what you're doing for your clients and what it is to be a travel agent. So again, I am Lauren. I am a travel agent and I've also been a teacher for 21 years. I put these videos together for you because I see there's a lot of holes with travel agencies and hosts about their training and about educating their travel agents so that you can just have a smoother transition into becoming a travel agent. So check out the channel if you have other questions, and please let me know if there's other vocabulary or questions that you have, and I will get back to you. All right, I will see you tomorrow live. So have a great day, everyone.